Welcome to Bear Facts. I'm Jeff Rogers. Now, after last week's promising loss to the Packers, I know that I wasn't the only one in thinking that this season might not be so bad after all. They even gave out rally towels at the old game. Of course, then the game started. It was then that we realized that these are actually weeping towels. Now, after the return of the opening kickoff for a touchdown, things got kind of interesting. Here's a quarter-by-quarter recap. First quarter. Oh, God, we're going to get killed. Second quarter. Hey, we're kind of in this. Did Jay just walk off the field? Third quarter. Come on! Fourth quarter. Hey, honey. No. We left that game. Yeah, we're over at Wrigley. At least we'll beat these Cardinals. And it's not just about losing to the Cardinals. It's about this guy winning at anything. At what point in your life do you think, yeah, parachute pants and dreadlocks hat? Bingo! Do you think the people who went to the game with this bozo were like, hey, Jerry, thanks for getting us out of the office? What the Trust me that by the end of the game, he was no longer wearing that red finger on his hand, but it was still attached to his body. You're welcome. Of course, the big news of the game was Jay Cutler's injury. Let's go ahead and look at it again in slow motion to see if we can tell what happened.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Jay Cutler is out with what in hockey would be called a lower body injury. So we went ahead and asked Patrick Kane of the Chicago Blackhawks to clarify. Patrick, can we get more information about Jay's injury?
I'd like to, keep the hockey questions only.
Can you tell us how Jay injured himself?
I'd like to, keep the hockey questions only.
When will Jay be back?
I'd like to, keep the hockey questions only.
That went well. Speaking of injuries, what's the deal with that thing on Kyle Long's hand? Is that the best that they could come up with? I think we could do better. Here's a couple of ideas. How about the chainsaw from Evil Dead? Wolverine's claw. How about Freddy Krueger's glove? Or even that foam finger #1. Hey, feel free to submit your own ideas in the comments below and we'll see if we can make it happen. 170 yards from penalties? Yeah, that's essentially 2 touchdowns right there. And at one point, we had 12 men on the field and we still couldn't stop Fitzgerald. Don't get me wrong, I like the tackling the Bears corners were doing, but maybe wait until the opponent has the ball. Next week, the Seattle Seahawks went to the Super Bowl for the last 2 seasons and is looking to achieve its first win of this season, playing at home in the loudest stadium in the league against Jimmy Clausen. No, I'm sure we'll do fine. We're going to need a lot more of these. Those are the facts. The Bear Facts.